Hey Libra, how are you doing? Happy holidays. We're going to see what's going on for you, what you need to know right now. I've missed you guys. I hope you're all having an amazing day. And let's see what's happening for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Oof, okay. We have the frog, we have the dragonfly, and the wolf. Well, first of all, for this collective, I just want to send you so much love. I want to send you a big ass hug because it seems like the energy for you guys are kind of going through some changes, some shifts, some emotional stuff. Having to be strong through it all with the wolf. Like, you're showing up here very strong and like you're a soldier. Like, you're just soldiering on. You're just pushing through, trying your best to look at things from a brighter side, from, glass half full. But my goodness, frog. My goodness. I don't even know why I'm saying it like that. My goodness, Libra. Dang. Tarnation is this. It's heavy. It's heavy. Whatever you're feeling right now, this will pass. This is temporary. You could be just feeling really burnt out, really exhausted, drained, tired. You might feel like you need to slow down a little bit. That's okay. Ease off the pressure. Just ease off the gas. It's okay to not be okay. But yeah, the frog. You could be feeling a lot of heavy energies right now, taking on the weight of the world, taking on a lot of other people's emotions and pressures, and you're sensitive right now, and that's okay. But I think that this is a time for you to protect your energy. Probably need to ground yourself, probably need to cleanse yourself, maybe do a detox. Maybe you're needing to clear some things from your home or your space, clear your energetic space, clear up your phone. Just do a little cleaning, okay? Maybe that will get you right in focus, back on track. But the dragonfly, your perspective on this situation is going to change greatly. More clarity is to come. These emotions right now, although they could be heightened, they're going to start to become more clear, and it's going to make more sense. And you're going to figure things out with the wolf, okay? You do seem to have quite a few responsibilities right now. You could be feeling the heat. You could be feeling the pressure from other people, a lot of expectations others have on you. The fire ant and the sea serpent. I feel like these are people that have like this expectant role, like certain role that you fill in their life, and it's like outdated, or it's like something you're wanting to break free of. We have the unicorn, we also have the bat. I'm seeing that there's some people that could be feeling some type of way towards you, and you're sensing it, and you're getting a bit upset about it because you feel misunderstood, or you feel like people are misinterpreting you, or they're not quite understanding you at this moment. And it's just creating a lot of friction. It's creating a lot of distance. It's creating a headache. I literally just got a little zap in my third eye. Or like, yeah, it's like my third eye. Yeah, there's a situation where maybe things got taken the wrong way. Things were took too far. Like, y'all, miscommunication is a big thing right now. We're in Mercury retrograde. Everybody's saying things that they maybe don't mean, or maybe they're saying it in a way that's like misinterpreted completely. Oh, by the way, I was screaming a lot last weekend. It was the Grey Cup. And I was screaming so much, so I lost my voice. My voice is very raspy. It's been raspy all fucking week. So, don't mind me. It's a little raspy. It's a little funny. That's Mercury. That's my Mercury retrograde. Anyways, let's see what is going on for Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements. Let's see what you guys need to know right now. Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. Well, that's nice. I mean, that's some stable shit. That's abundance. That is success. This is just like, I'm hearing longevity, long term. Like, this is something that can't be taken away from you. All right, so you're in high demand. You got to really build that empire. You're feeling very focused, but you're feeling like you're doing this alone. Hermit's at the bottom. You're feeling like you got the weight of the world on your shoulders. You have these big dreams, big desires. We have the Empress and the Six of Wands coming out. We also have the King of Swords. We have Death over here, Scorpio energy, Taurus as well with the Empress, as well as Libra. It's your energy, it's Venus. You're getting a lot of attention. You're showing up here extremely attractive, and people notice that you, like, there's something about you that has changed recently. People have noticed there's something you've been doing, something you've been saying, like something about you has changed. Or I think you're just becoming more assertive, more, I'm hearing dominant, like you're dominating the field. Or I'm seeing, like, if in terms of business or your success, like I'm seeing you're coming into a lot of recognition, and I'm just seeing that you're somebody who is not here to, like, play games or be all silly and nilly-nally and, like, just diddle-dally. Like, like you're someone who means business, and you're not to be fucked with. And people are really, they better get out of the way, unless they're coming up with you and they're supporting you in your dreams and helping you grow. They better get out the fucking way. But you seem like you're going through this all by yourself. Or we have the Hermit, Ten of Swords, Five of Wands. There's like an ending that you could be wrestling with. And you're kind of, seems like you're trying to push it under the rug. Or it seems like you're trying to deal with this in private, or deal with this on your own, or deal with this without the others knowing. Or you're going through your personal struggles. Meanwhile, you're trying to maintain, like, a professional, like, you're trying to show up here in your strength, in your honor, in your integrity here. And again, with a good attitude, you just seem like you're determined to succeed no matter what changes you're going through, or what rejection you could have faced, or whatever ending that took place. Maybe this was in love, because we do have a Knight of Cups that was at the bottom of the Ten of Swords and the Five of Wands. So it's like you could be kind of wrestling between, like, head versus heart. Maybe you love someone, but you know they're not good for you, and so you have to love them from a distance. Or it's like you're taking some time for soul searching, or you're trying to find yourself after a long time of putting other people's needs and wants first in front of your own. I'm seeing things being brought up about, like, your home, your property, where you live, investments, money, things like that, like your finances, and having to be more, like, structured and responsible, and having a steady routine, and having more, like, structure, you guys, having more discipline, so that you're able to thrive and succeed in the best possible ways. You have these big goals. You're somebody who has these huge aspirations and desires, and you are hella deserving. And I'm seeing you're very hardworking, and whatever you focus your energy towards, whatever you dedicate yourself, you will succeed. Success is in your nature. There's no doubt about it. You are someone who's meant to be successful. You're someone who's meant to be rich. You're someone who's meant to, lead a business, or have whatever the fuck you want. Like, literally, it's yours. You are somebody who is meant to come into so much wealth, so much greatness. You are somebody who is just, you're hardworking, and you have a great attitude, and what you have to share, what you have to offer is truly life-changing for other people. Like, I'm seeing you have this massive impact on other people's lives, whether you realize it or not. You might be like, oh no, Jade, it's not that big of a deal, but it is. Oh, but it is. Oh, but it is. Do you not, you probably, well, I'm seeing that this is a time where your esteem, like your self-esteem, is increasing. You're starting to really recognize your value. And the more that you recognize your value, so do others. Others start to see that too. The more you recognize how valuable you are and how important you are. And it's not in like a egotistical, like, oh, I'm the greatest. No, it's not like that. It is not like that. But the more that you start to recognize your worth, others are admiring and recognizing that, and showering you with, like, admiration and appreciation and love and, like, recognition. And it's a game changer. I'm seeing here Six of Wands and Death. There's massive achievements taking place, and this feels more like, I'll have to clarify, but this seems more to do with, like, your professional life or your career, or I don't know, it's just something of substance is what I'm hearing. Something of substance, something that is a great focus for you. And it's not a distraction, but it pulls you away from whatever this frog energy was at the beginning of this reading, whatever that has you feeling like down or in the blues, right? Feeling a little bit blue, right? Christmas blues. Makes me think of the blue, I'll have a blue Christmas without you. Like that. I don't know why the fuck. We're not even in December yet, but I just feel like there's a little bit of some blues, but blue ain't your color. I don't know why all these fucking songs come into mind. Blue ain't your color. Maybe it is your color. I bet blue looks fantastic on you, but you know, I just see you're wrestling with some head versus heart stuff in your emotional personal life. But you're like, all right, when you know it's your work time, you gotta get some things taken care of. You got your responsibilities, you got your work, you got your studies, you got whatever your tasks are, your duties. You're like, okay, let's put that on the back burner. Let's deal with that later. We'll deal with that. We'll cry maybe tonight. We'll schedule 15 minutes, but I got shit to do. King of Swords. I ain't got time to waste. I cannot be distracted. I got my future ahead of me. I got my life. I got to get it together. You know, I'm building this empire. I'm showing up here so that I can be successful, so that I can succeed, so I can win. And guess what? You are coming into big ones. Like, you truly are. And you know that. You know that. The fact that we started off with the 10 of Pentacles, that's pretty hard to beat. 10 of Pentacles is the first card. You already have made it to the top of this level. You've made it to the top of this level. You're ready to jump into the next level. So that's why we end it with the Death card, because, you know, you've learned all that you needed to learn from this experience, from this plane. I don't know why I'm hearing it like that, but it's time to move up to the next level. So you're going through some next level transitions. And as you're ready to take this next step, it is pulling some things back up from the inner world of things that maybe you're holding on to, things that maybe you're needing to let go of, things that maybe you've been wrestling with. I'm hearing straddling. You've been straddling between two different sides. I'm actually seeing someone on a fence and they're straddling the fence, and like one side is the past and the next side is like the future, and you're kind of straddling between two different worlds sort of vibe. Definitely something to go inwards about, contemplate, reflect on. I mean, I'm just going to be repeating myself if I keep talking about these cards, because I just keep seeing and saying the same old stuff. So let's clarify, dive a little bit deeper. So 10 of Pentacles here. Home life seems to be pretty sturdy. Some of you have just moved, or you've gotten a new home. Found a place that is safe and secure. You finally are in this place of stability. 10 of Pentacles. Let's see. 10 of Pentacles for Libra. Ace of Swords. With the Fool. And the King of Wands. Nice. And the Six of Pentacles at the bottom. This is a really nice energy because it is showing that there's a new cycle. You know, I said you're at the top of this level. You've made it to the top of this level. Like there's not much more else this can offer you besides what is already here and is available. I'm not saying it's bad. It's really good. Like, it's really fucking good. But it's showing that a new cycle has begun. A new chapter you have begun. With every ending's a new beginning. And you are being pushed off this cliff. I'm hearing come to the edge. Take a leap. Trust in yourself. You have the ability. You will thrive. You will succeed. You'll do incredible. Believe in yourself. Do I need to move my microphone a bit? Believe in yourself and have the confidence that you are capable and you will be more than enough. And you're going to do great things. Truly. 9 of Pentacles. Oh, sorry. 6 of Pentacles at the bottom. There's beautiful energy of what you put out comes back towards you. Nice give and receive. What you put out, what you think about, you attract. Your mind is a magnet. Anything you think about, anything you speak out loud or to yourself comes to fruition. Shows up in the 3D. I'm seeing like manifestation on demand. All right, this Queen of Pentacles. 2 of Cups. Queen of Pentacles for Libra. Seven of Wands. And the High Priestess. Is there someone that you're like trying to defend or protect, or you feel protective over, or you feel like you have to like you have to, let me show you this, because we're clarifying the Queen of Pentacles. She's very nurturing, she's very compassionate, she's very giving, she's understanding, she's healing, she's rejuvenating, she's uplifting and supportive. She'll give you whatever you need. She's there for you. She'll support you, whatever it is that you need. So we have the Two of Cups, not Knight of Wands, Seven of Wands, and the High Priestess. So let's break this down a little bit. I'm getting so many different things, y'all. You may be trying to prove yourself to somebody. But it's less about speaking and more about the actions, like letting your actions speak louder than anything else, letting your actions speak for themselves. Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Cups, like relationship that you see is worth investing, worth supporting, worth nurturing. You make this person feel safe, you make this person feel seen, you make this person feel comfortable, and like they can trust you. And Two of Cups is mutual, so you feel the same, that you can trust them, they make you feel supported, they make you feel seen, that sort of stuff. Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. I mean, boundaries are important, because Queen of Pentacles, again, she'll give wherever she's needed, wherever help is needed, she's there. That's where we do need to exercise our boundaries so that we have healthy relationships where we're not being drained, or, where things are becoming unhealthy or one-sided, codependent, any of that jazz. So Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands, it is saying like, hey, you gotta protect yourself, right? We were saying that with the frog. Taking on other people's energies, other people's problems that maybe aren't even yours, but you're feeling their emotions. You're extremely empathic. You can pick up on people's energies. People probably come to you when they need help or when they need advice, and you take that on as if it's your own problem. You take that on as if you're the one going through it, when really it's their life. They're gonna do what they're gonna do, but you kind of take it on as if it's your own battle to fight. And that can be a lot. That can be exhausting. So maybe that's why they have the King of Swords next, or it's like, hey, you got to assert yourself, and you got to kind of, draw the line here. Now, let's go back to this Two of Cups. Two of Cups and the Seven of Wands. In what ways do you feel like you have to prove yourself to this person or these people? And if this stems back from childhood or mother-like figure or feminine figure in your life, because I'm seeing there could be a pattern here for some of you where you feel, and it's a subconscious thing, right? High Priestess brings us to the subconscious realm, the inner realm, our inner world, and our programming, right? And all this other stuff. But it's like, so for some of you, you feel like in order to be seen as valuable or important or worthy or lovable, you feel like you have to prove yourself to these individuals, or like you have to act or behave in a certain way to be appreciated, to be loved. Like, I'm seeing a little bit of like, let me prove myself to you. Let me show you that I'm worthy of your love. Like, I will go to hell and back for you. You can just read people really well too. Like, you're, again, High Priestess, intuitive as fuck. You can sense when the vibes are different, or when someone's going through it. You can just sense. It could be a friend you haven't spoken to in a while, and maybe you have a thought about them, maybe you have a dream about them, maybe it just randomly appear in your mind. You're like, let me call that person. Let me invite them out. Let me check up on this person. It's been a while. I hope they're okay. You just sense it. You just have this nudge. You just got this intuition. And it's saved you a lot of the times. It's protected you as well. So that's what I'm seeing here. Clarifying this Queen of Pentacles. Let's see here. A double confirmation, Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. So let's see why the King of Swords is over here. Let me take a sip of my drink. My throat, it's so raspy. This weekend, man, I'm gonna be doing some throat chakra healing. I just, it is what it is. And it's humid as fuck outside. Like, that always kind of fucks with me a bit. But no, I was fucking yelling so much last weekend from the fucking game. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was great. King of Swords. Let's get focused. Let's get focused, shall we? Knight of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. So there's someone approaching you. Someone's approaching you. I see you holding yourself back. I see you holding yourself back. Because you've changed. You've grown from who you are today versus your past self and how you handle things differently. Because most times, or in the past, you would have given yourself to this Knight of Wands, right? Knight of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Hey, can I borrow some money? Hey, I need XYZ. Could you help me, please? And normally in the past, Queen of Pentacles, you'd be like, oh my God, whatever you need, I got you. I got you. I love you. Let me prove myself to you. Let me show you that I'm worthy. Let me prove my value. Right? That's what we were seeing earlier. And as you're becoming more aware of these like subconscious, deeply rooted, deep programmings from your life experience and everything you've gone through, you are now starting to become aware of this pattern. You're evolving and growing and changing so much, so much. And also going back to the wolf, it's time for others to take responsibility, take accountability for their own actions, for their own decisions, for, let them, this is their consequences of their life. And it's not your lesson. It's not your karma to, get in the way of between other people's lessons, right? And so you're starting to really exercise these new ways of living, new ways of being, new mindset, right? And I see, so someone's coming towards you and you're not as easily swayed, or you're not so, it's not like you're cold and look, we have an Ace of Cups at the bottom. So you're not like completely cold, detached. Oh, I don't give a fuck. Leave me alone. You're not. You're helpful. King of Swords. He's very smart. He's extremely intelligent. He is somebody who can find solutions. And so this Knight of Wands person's coming towards you and they're like, yo, Libra, I really need some support here. And so you're offering them something of value. You are. But it's not like to the point where you're bending over backwards and like giving your spare change, like your last bit of change. You got money, you got your bills to pay, and you're like, okay, no, I'm gonna miss my rent. I'm gonna help you instead. Like you got your priorities straight. You're not gonna be setting yourself up for failure just because someone else is in desperate need. Like you'll help where you can, but there's a certain limit where there's some things you can't give. Or right now, Four of Pentacles to this Knight of Wands, there's some things that you're like, sorry, but right now I can't afford to do that. I don't have the energy for that. I don't have the time. I don't have the space. I just can't. Sorry, but no. Or, you can give, but with limitations. I'm seeing like you can help, but with limitations. Like, it's not some free-for-all. This ain't no fucking buffet. So you're reserving your energy. I think that's good. I think that's healthy. I think that's needed and it's necessary. Ace of Cups at the bottom. You still got love. You haven't become cold, heartless, and detached and like a robot. You still got feels. Still got emotions. You still have love. You're not coming across like an asshole, but it needs to be reciprocated. Six of Pentacles. There needs to be this mutual give and receive. That's where you'll experience a lot of flourishing in your relationships. That's where you're going to experience a lot of like harmony, Okay, Empress. Let's see what the Empress is. And by you having more standards, it just makes you more attractive. People respect you way more with these standards that you have placed. Empress for Libra. Because you know your value. You know your motherfucking worth. Five of Wands. It's something you kind of struggle with, though. It's that inner shadow. It's that shadow that you've been kind of going back and forth, and you've been it's that thing that you've been kind of at odds with it within yourself internally. That it's gotten easier. You've seen improvements. You're literally witnessing yourself going through this huge transformation. But at times you kind of rattle with, am I that valuable? Empress, she's the fucking Empress. Sometimes this Empress thinks she's a page, though. She's like, am I really the Empress? Am I really all that? Am I really that lovable? Am I really that like healing and nurturing and as beautiful as people tell me? Of course. And Empress, the Five of Wands to Empress, like people fight for her. So I'm saying like people are competing for your love. People are competing for your affection, for your time, for your energy. I'm also looking at the spy ones, the two lions. They're like mirroring each other. So you and someone might be mirroring each other as well during this time. Nine of Swords. Why is the Empress here? There's still like an energy of like, oh, look, King of Swords over here, and then the Page of Cups. So I'm seeing this is where you're straddling, you know, between two different worlds, two different paths, two different lives, two different old self versus new self sort of thing, where it's like, okay, am I being too much of an asshole? Am I being too cold-hearted? Oh, I hope I'm not coming across too mean, or oh my God, what if they feel bad? Or by me setting this boundary, by me saying no, like, how is that going to make them feel? Or, oh my God, I hope I didn't upset them. I hope I don't make them mad. What if they don't want to talk to me anymore? What if they don't want to be my friend anymore? What if they break up with me? What if I get fired? Or like, whatever the fuck. I see you kind of struggling with this new way of asserting yourself. And there might even be some people that are pushing your buttons. Nine of Swords and the Five of Wands. There could even be some people that are testing you, testing your boundaries a bit, seeing how if they can push the boundary even just a little bit and see if they can get away with it. And there's some sort of struggle when it comes to expressing how you truly feel. Nine of Swords, King of Swords, and the Page of Cups. It's a little difficult to put your emotions into words at this time, which hence why we have the frog and the dragonfly. Let these emotions settle for a bit, process them, right? It's probably important. You gotta let yourself process them. And once you kind of sit with it for a little bit, just observe, see what comes up. It's gonna just allow you to express it in a way that's easier received easier. I don't know why I was hearing like easily consumption, like consume. I don't know. Make it like, you know, instead of a hard pill to swallow, making it a little bit softer, a little bit easier to take. Chewable instead of having chewable pill instead. I don't know. I am not a fan of taking pills, but you know, I gotta take my vitamins, y'all. But fucking some of them be so big, I'm like, I can't. Hard pill to swallow sometimes though, right? There's some things you have to say. Sometimes it's a little uncomfortable. You're like, how am I gonna put it in words? I don't want to come across like a bitch, but you know, you gotta say what you gotta say. And with the looks of it, Six of Wands, it's well received. So, Six of Wands, let's see. King of Cups, hey, what's up? He just flew the fuck out. Six of Wands for, I'm hearing Capricorn for some reason. Well, there's no Capricorn energy over here, but maybe you got Capricorn placements. Six of Wands for Libra. Seven of Cups. Oh. Okay. Well, people kind of put you on a pedestal, is what I'm seeing here. The King of Cups and that Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups in this deck especially does bring in more of like illusions and fantasy and like, oh my God, you're perfect. You are perfect. And like, this is clarifying the Six of Wands, which is attention and recognition and people admiring you and people are just like inspired by you, but they're kind of putting you in this box where it's like, you can't make a mistake, or that's this old. So I feel like people aren't seeing you 100% clearly right now. But though, I mean, the way that they're seeing you, it's like they see you in a positive light. Don't get me wrong. The sun, they see you as someone who is like, you just are a ray of sunshine. You are so inspiring and uplifting and positive, and you just bring warmth to wherever you go. You bring warmth and radiance into the room. There's just something about your energy that's so pure and holistic. Yeah, wholesome, you know? Yeah, just very healing, and you bring out people's inner child, and people can have fun and let loose and not have to be so perfect and uptight, but yet people kind of see you in a light where you're being perceived as someone who you're like this dream come true, and that you can't make mistakes, or that you're like perfectly imperfect. Like, I don't know. It's not like it's not bad. Like, it's not negative, but at the same time there is a bit of a fantasy slash illusion. Like, I think people could be projecting onto you, but it's like whatever they're projecting onto you, it's more of the good things, or like it's the good stuff. It seems like it's the good stuff. Okay, like, you can't kind of complain, but at the same time, you're human, right? You're not perfect. I'm sorry. You are perfect, but like, you're human. You're gonna mess up. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna hurt people's feelings here and there. You're not going to have it all together all the fucking time and be, the savior every fucking second of the day, every year. Like, like, people see you as a miracle worker. People see you as someone who's just, you can achieve anything. And I don't know, someone sees you as like Superwoman, Superman. Like, someone sees you as like, you got it all figured out, which is like a huge compliment. People really are admiring you. And I'm just like, what is this reading? I'm starting to lose track what this reading is. There, 4 of Cups, though. This is at the bottom. 4 of Cups, the Empress, and the 10 of Pentacles. There is just like a little bit of a, like, I don't know. There's like a little bit of a emptiness, wishing for more, yet having so much to be grateful for already. The Empress and the 10 of Pentacles, but yet feeling like something's lacking, or something's missing, or you're longing for something. You're longing for something that speaks to you, that speaks to your soul. Okay. Talk about death for Libra. You're going through a lot of changes, y'all. Oh, look at this flyer. Tower in the reverse. What is it that you've been resisting? 6 of Wands. It's at the bottom. I think it's people that are actually holding you back, or people that don't want you to change, or people that, even if you've changed and grown so much, there's some people that are so stuck in the past, or so stuck on like an old identity of you, an old version of you, that they are having a hard time recognizing the person you've become, or the person that you have changed into. Like, there could be someone that, how do I put it into words? Like, there's just this vibe where it's like, I'm not the same person. I'm not who I used to be. And you keep putting me in this box, or like you keep putting this expectation. Like, I know if you resonate, you know what I'm talking about, but there's just Tower in the reverse, the 6 of Wands. There's some people that are having a hard time recognizing you at this time. I can't fucking speak. Does that even make sense? People that are having a difficult time seeing you, recognizing you for who you are today. And they're getting you mixed up with the old version of you, or something like that. Tower in reverse is showing resistance. So, I mean, and I think this outside energy that's influencing you, or it's like, thinking about like musical artists, musicians, and there's some people that are like, oh, we missed the old version, we missed the old music. And it's like, this artist has completely transformed their tone, their sound, the way they speak, the way they sing, whatever, their lyrics. And it's like their audience is expecting them to just keep on making the same old sound. And it's like the artist like, yo, that's not me anymore. Like, I've changed. I've grown a lot as a person. I've gone through life experiences. That's not who I am anymore. And there's like a level of feeling not fully accepted, or I don't know. Let's see why death is here. The Hierophant. And then the 2 of Swords. And the Hangman. Feeling stagnant. It's a little bit of a stagnant energy. Page of Swords and Strength. Do you dare to be brave and bold, and to break out of this norm, break out of this pattern, break out of this mold? It's like a mold that you've been so used to and it's gotten comfortable, but it's gotten a little stale, a little boring, a bit repetitive. And you're at this, it's good. Here we have it with the Hireman. You have this opportunity to like ascend, to level up, to move to the next chapter in your life. And you're at this crossroad being like, well, if I do that, what if I'm not seen as valuable anymore, as important, or as wanted, or needed, or desired? Like there's this hang up, right? And you're having a hard time seeing what's next, or what you should do. Or I'm seeing like a commitment here, or new contracts, energetic contracts, as well as literal contracts, which right now we're in Mercury retrograde. So just double, triple check and just read the fine print. Okay. But yeah, I'm even Tower reverse and the Hierophant. This is like contracts talking about being renewed, but even if this is about a home that you live in, right? A home, and you're like, well, do I stay here? Or is it time for a change? Is it time to move? Is it time to move countries? Is it time for something new? But there's part of you that's like, well, maybe not. Maybe I'm not ready, or maybe I won't like it as much. Or what if I don't enjoy it as much as what if it's not as good as what I already have, sort of thing. Like there's doubts that you're having. I feel like Hangman in this Page of Swords says, be open to new perspectives, be open for change, be open to experience life in a new way that you haven't yet experienced, or doing things in a way that you haven't before, which could be frightening, or could be intimidating, but you have this ability, strength to push through those fears or those limitations and really expand your worldview. 9 of Pentacles even, and Temperance. So, okay. Where are we at? 37, we gotta go soon. But let's see. Hermit. I don't think I really need to clarify this 10 of Swords or the 5 of Wands, of this inner turmoil, back and forth. Let's see with the Hermit. So take some time. Whenever you listen to this reading, take some time to go inwards. You need to listen to your soul. You need to listen to your inner knowing, your inner compass. I feel like there's a lot of outside noise, outside influences, a lot of people trying to tell you how to live your life, what you need to do, how you should show up, how you should carry yourself, how you should work your magic. But deep down your core, you know what's best for you, right? Talking about the Hermit. So yeah, quieten the noise. 8 of Pentacles. Talking about the Hermit. 6 of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles. And the Empress coming out again. Empress just keeps coming out in your reading. 10 of Swords at the bottom with the 9 of Cups and the King of Pentacles in the reverse here. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I'll talk about that in a second. So this feels like work smarter, not harder, because we go from the 8 of Pentacles to the 6. So that's already taking it a step back, not just one step, 2 steps back, actually. Because here you are, you're putting in all this effort, all this work, all this momentum, trying to keep up with this image, trying to keep up with all these expectations that are placed on you, your own expectations, as well as society's, as well as fans, family, friends, whatever. All this outside influence here. And you've been trying to keep up with that. And it's a lot of work. That's a lot of effort. Not that you're not capable, because you fully, truly are. But it's like this hamster wheel, this merry-go-round, right? And, it could be time to change it up a little bit. Make a little shift. Make a little change. It's not that you're not putting in the effort, not putting in the work. You are, but it's in a different form. It's different form. We go from, what's she doing? She's like sewing things. She's like sewing things. I don't know. And now she's picking berries. 2 completely different tasks, 2 completely different lifestyles, 2 completely different careers for some of you. Career paths might be changing for someone over here. Or for some, it's like if you are becoming a parent, a mother, or self-employed even, or I'm seeing like there's a huge transition from like the work you're doing or the lifestyle that you have, and you're transitioning into a completely different phase of your life. And I think you need to embrace that and honor that as you are stepping into this new way of living, being, and everything's working out for you. And so at the bottom, we have the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Cups, and the King of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like the universe is showing you this foundation that you have. Although like Ten of Pentacles, we started this reading with the Ten of Pentacles, pretty fucking solid. You can't really. This is positive. It's pretty positive. But this King of Pentacles reverse is telling me the ground is lacking a little nutrients. It's a little deficient. And maybe this is saying it's time to change, or it's time for an uproot. It's time to settle down elsewhere, or it's showing something needs to come to an end. Ten of Swords and the Nine of Cups. In order for your wish, your dream, or your desire to come to fruition, there's something that needs to change, or there's something that needs to end, or there's an old version of you that needs to die. And whatever this old version is, it's something that's bringing like stalemate or stagnancy or delays. Or let me look into this. Let me try this. Let me see what needs to come to end for Libra. Ten of Swords and the King of Pentacles in reverse. It's just something that is draining you. It's something that is like exhausting, or it's just not fun. It's not enjoyable anymore. Ten of Swords reverse, King of Pentacles reverse for Libra. I'm hearing it's taking away from you. It's taking away that spark. It's taking away that magic. Ten of Swords and the King of Pentacles reverse for Libra. What needs to come to an end? Because you had the Ten of Swords coming out twice. And that's the thing. I wasn't planning to clarify it, but I'm seeing that whatever that needs to come to an end, like you're kind of struggling with, well, should I end it? Is it the right time? Maybe it can get better. Maybe I should hold out a little longer. Like, and I see whatever this is, it's something you care about very deeply, or you have a lot of love for, a lot of passion for. If it's a person, whatever. Knight of Cups, it can bring in romance. But let's see what needs to come to an end for Libra. Magician. It's seriously something new. So there's something new that you're trying to manifest. In order for there to be something new. Oh, we have the Lovers coming out. What needs to come to an end for Libra? Nine of Cups in reverse. And the Knight of Pentacles. Things that are just like leave you high and dry. The people, specifically with the Lovers over here, the relationships that leave you high and dry, or leave you feeling empty and drained, or leave you feeling like exhausted or unfulfilled, or like you can't be your authentic self around. People that just constantly leave you high and dry. This is something that needs to come to an end. People-pleasing tendencies as well. Knight of Pentacles, Page of Swords, Knight of Wands. The World. See, it's certain cycles that keep on playing out with you and other people. This is something that has to change, or the way that you carry yourself, and not feeding into that pressure, that expectation of what others expect from you, because you're moving in a new way. You've unlocked new abilities, new mindsets, new skills, new talents, and just completely you've evolved so much. And it's unfair for you to hold yourself back just because others may not be ready to step forward on this journey with you. How fair is that you're going to delay your life and you're going to delay your plans and your goals just because others are saying, well, I'm not ready yet. Libra, I'm not ready. So you should wait for me to be ready. Not fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. You know? Anyways, y'all. I gotta go because we're already at like 43 minutes. Lots to think about, lots of changes, but you know what's best for you. You know what's best for you. And it's not your duty to make everybody else happy in this world. It really isn't. This is your life. This is your mission. This is, you don't have to explain yourself, okay? You don't have to explain yourself. So just remember that. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. I love you guys so much. I've missed you, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Private readings are available down below, and I'll see y'all later. Have a beautiful day. Bye.